How's it? Today is August 27th. It is Saturday, and it is a strength day for today. So, kind of SBD, but SDB? Yeah, SDB. Sorry. Pause front squat, sumo deadlift, bench press, other shit. Um, yeah, today is the first Saturday on that scheduled 4-day week, which I think is a good change to have. Just because I don't have a lot of progress that I can point to in the past couple weeks, or I guess months, about where I am as far as weightlifting numbers go. My technique might be a little bit better, but even then, I'm not super sure without that. Um, a quick pause here. This is going to be my top set at 140. Pause front squat for a single. I was going for 145, but I'm glad that I stopped at 140 to do because that was not easy. Not easy in the slightest, and so I am happy that I was able to kind of call it there and make a safe decision. After that, I moved to my sumo deadlifts, work up to 5 5s at 120 with like a specific warm up 60, 80, 100, and then 120. Um, yeah, going back to kind of that like progress being halted or whatnot, it feels like my progress not only has been halted, but I might have regressed a bunch in strength and whatnot. And so I think that the change from 5 days to four is warranted and is probably going to be a good thing. I look back at what I feel like on those 5 days. If it was a Monday, snatch, Tuesday was back squat, Wednesday was like clean and jerk stuff. Tuesday and Wednesday are always terrible. Monday's good, Friday's good, Saturday's kind of like one of those like I don't even show up half the time. So if I kind of truncate the training program to move things all over the place, right? So I take my squats and move them maybe perhaps on Friday to Monday and then also Friday to Saturday. I can actually get an extra day of squats in and still have energy for good cleans on Wednesday if I have the Tuesday off. So this hopefully will help me move forward and progress the way I want to. And I, yeah, I don't know. I feel like my ego is saying that 120 sumo deadlift for 5 5s is way too easy, but the numbers and the way the weights have moved and kind of how I feel have shown that it's not true. 120 is easy, but I don't think I could do 5 5s at 140 right now. Maybe I could. Maybe I could. But I wouldn't feel this easy at 140, like I would be kind of starting at a baseline where it might be already too high as far as intensity goes. And then where will the progressive overload go if my intensity at the start point is already too high? It'll go nowhere, right? It'll go to a point where either I get hurt or I miss a lot. And either of those two things is is terrible for my mental like attitude about training and everything that is going on around me. So I really do need like kind of a moment to take a step back and remember that I need to put in good work to get good results, right? Whereas if I had started at a higher baseline, like then yeah, like the weights for the first couple of weeks are going to be challenging, and then after that it's going to be impossible. And so then that becomes it goes from like good work to no work. Um, I just have to remember those types of things. After that, I moved into my bench press. Super fun stuff for me. I'm not looking to compete with the bench press, so like numbers don't really matter to me. Technique, um, strictness, technique, like whatever the word is, doesn't matter to me as much. Like I will be have my butt off the bench a little bit on my top set, which is completely fine with me, you know. I think I do 205 today for 5.5s. I think I probably could do like 220, maybe 215, 220 for 5.5s today. I don't know what's gonna happen next week because I think this week is kind of a deload, right? Overall, is a little bit lighter everywhere. So we'll see what happens next week. Um, yeah, and then after that, I do a few exercises. Instead of doing both the GHD hamstring curls and back extensions, I just do back extensions with this weird ass angle that I thought was going to be a good idea. I was wrong. I apologize. We'll just move past it when we can. This is that angle. And then afterwards, I do my dips, and the dips for me is like a shoulder type movement, whereas I could have done like overhead hold or something like that. But I'd rather have the little flexion extension of my elbow. And yeah, pretty much it for today. I feel pretty good, so we'll see what happens next week. That's it. Thank you for watching. Shoots.